Yo, what's going on, guys? We are back today for another Alliance War video. So this is season 51, war number 7, I believe. We are right after the halfway point in the season. Last war was against DSVG and we lost, so I believe that pushed us out of Master. So we're in Platinum right now, I believe. And so today we have a pretty fun war, a lot of fights, 8 fights. And 3 are mini bosses and 1 is the final war boss. So lots of exciting fights for you guys today. Up first here we just have a little Guardian, and this fight was an absolute breeze. You can see we're stacking up a ton of bleeds, everything's going great, we're armor breaking him, and here I just let this rip because I know I saw my True Strike. As soon as Venom gets True Strike, which is when either opponent goes to like 18% health or something, then Venom's special attacks are just unblockable. So I just tossed it, let it rip, and it all worked out. So we are bringing Titania to this war for a very specific reason, because this alliance banned Kate Bishop. So a lot of you guys probably know what that means and why they banned Kate Bishop, because you know Kate is really good for that destroyer on path number 5 when executed correctly, and I have taken that fight since I died to it the first war, and with Kate, and it was really good. Unfortunately it didn't record, but I hadn't been assigned that fight since this war. Since Kate's banned, I was assigned that destroyer with Titania. So I was definitely most worried about that fight out of all my fights on the war map, because I wasn't sure how I was going to go with Titania, you know. And up first here we have a Dr. Doom with Titania, so we're just going to be chilling, letting his aura fall off, and then boom, activate our haymakers, hit him with the first part, so we get double debuffs. And this is why I truly hate Titania, and I don't play her very often. She's not even in my Battlegrounds deck because of that. 4 intimidates on him, and what does he do? Oh, he throws his special. Nice. Thanks, Doom. Yeah, that's so annoying. Dude, Titania Intimidate is just so garbage. I don't. Every time I use Titania, like, I just get mad. I just get frustrated because it just doesn't work for me. Like when my opponents use her in Battlegrounds, you know, they finish fights 40 seconds, full health. When I try, yeah, they just throw specials, and then, yeah, it doesn't work. So I stopped using her a while ago. I'm really glad that I didn't take her to rank 3. Unfortunately, though, or fortunately, however you look at it, her SIG is 100, all natural. I literally pulled her right from a crystal before I did this war. It was interesting. Natural SIG 100. I think that's my highest SIG. My other natural SIG 100 is Falcon. Titania and Falcon. My 2 all-natural SIG 7, highest SIG 7 stars. Alright, moving into section 2, though, we have a little Spider Punk on path 5 as a little bit of an appetizer before we get to the Destroyer main course fight on this path. And yeah, this fight was an absolute joke. You can see that was like 5 crits in a row, stacking up a ton of bleeds. Spider Punk dead. That fight was easy. Now we pull up to a destroyer. So, you know, I have some mini bosses and a final war boss this war, but I wasn't worried about any of that. All those fights, nah, I was confident. This fight, though, rank 3 destroyer, oh my god, I'm sketched out about this fight. So I'm gonna be boosting, going above and beyond on the boosts here to try to give myself the best chance to solo this fight and not die. So I'm going to throw on Science Boost, the biggest Science Boost, 12% special attack boost and a 200% power back boost. I'm going to throw on the biggest Special 3 defense boost, 33%, and I'm going to throw on an invulnerability on top of that. So just trying to give myself the absolute best chance to soloing this fight. This is the Rat Lord's Destroyer. So my plan here is to start the fight with an intercept with the haymakers, because this is ebb and flow intercept, and that's the reason why Destroyer is placed here, because he has an unstoppable dash like Rhino, so it's not easy to intercept him. But if we're also unstoppable, unblockable, and indestructible, then it's easier to intercept him and we don't take any damage. So at the start of the fight, we got a really nice intercept in. We took off like 15% damage. So right here, I got hit by the first special because I was trying to dex the tail end of it. Messed up the first one. The second one, we nailed it. So that was good. If you dex the last part of Destroyer special, he doesn't gain those charges. So boom, fully dex it again. Here we activate the haymakers. Here I'm looking for an intercept. I try it 3 times. 3 attempts to try to hit the intercept before I special 3. He doesn't dash at me a single time. Okay, so, and then look at this. What's that? Hit him with the special 3. What does he immediately do? Well, intimidated? Oh yeah, he throws his special. Like, Titania is so dumb, dude. I'm so sick and tired of Intimidate. But here, I luckily managed to pull off an intercept, like the last frame that I had my haymakers alive for, and I didn't get punished. So boom, getting a ton of damage because I had so many furies there from the special 3. And then here I'm just going to throw another special 3. The haymakers just came back. I hit the heavy. Unfortunately, the ebb and flow intercept node came back, so we're going to have a damage reduction here. And then look at that. An intimidated opponent. What does he do? Instantly throw another special. Thanks, Destroyer. But at least he's throwing it when the haymakers are active, so we're not going to take any damage here. Yeah. And then here, hit a nice little intercept to disable the node. And he's dead. So, a very weird fight, but finished it with 98%. So that's pretty good, you know. The fight I was most worried about, we kind of ended up doing pretty good in. It was a weird fight. It didn't go how I was planning it was in my head, but it worked out, so all good. Next up here, we have a little Maestro on some Hazard Shift, Incinerate, and Shock. So we're just going to be using Kushala. So Kushala is fully immune to Incinerate, but she doesn't have any type of immunity towards Shock. So in the Shock phase, we're just going to chill, take it easy. And then in the Incinerate phase is when we're going to do all of our damage. And Kushala is great for Maestro. Just the main thing is do not throw your special 1. If you throw your special 1, that's a big mistake, because it's going to try to get rid of your buffs and incinerate Maestro, but he is Incinerate immune. So, yeah. Right there, not sure what happened, just took a couple hits, lost 2 hits of my Indestructible. It's all good though. Get off the first special 2, apply that Soul Barb, and you can see it's doing some pretty nice damage. And now we just want to be spamming our light attacks to try to apply as many buffs to Maestro as we can, so that the Soul Barb does even more damage. You can see it's taken for about 4,000 damage now, 4,500 right now. Really, really nice. And then here it's going to go ahead and throw another one. I'm even hitting him in the shock phase, but it's glancing. I don't know if the glancing is preventing me from being shocked or what. But here we managed to get a passive Soul Barb on this one, so that's fantastic. You can see he's taking for 10,000. That's 20,000 damage every single second. Bro, Kushala is so good. So that fight went really great. I wasn't really worried about that one because I know how good Kushala is, but yeah, that fight went even better than I was anticipating. Then I have 2 mini boss fights and then a Quicksilver boss. So up first we have a Shocker and then a Bullseye. So this is just a rank 2 Shocker. And I'm not too worried, just trying to see what's best to use to heal up here. Go for some lower level potions. Just go for 2 of those, there we go. But yeah, I fought Shocker here before one other time. And I think I'm going to throw in an invulnerability boost just to be safe. Oh yeah, and I think I'm also going to switch my science boosts over to cosmic boosts now because I only had 1 Titania fight. No need for these science boosts anymore. I'm using Venom for the rest of this war. So go ahead, throw on some cosmic boosts, throw on an invulnerability boost. Again, doing everything in my power to not die this war. And yeah, like I said, I fought Shocker here before, and it wasn't too bad. And this is just a rank 2. So I wasn't too worried. We get a really nice buff spread at the start of the fight. We get a Fury buff, a Precision buff, and a Cruelty buff. That's absolutely beautiful. 3 offensive buffs. And yeah, we are cooking. I started this fight. We're getting off some nice bleeds. There's 4 bleed debuffs right now, just putting in a monumental amount of work. He's at a lot of charges, but I just decided to go for it here. I got the invulnerability boost. I was planning to bait special 3. But it ended up not even being needed. He bleeds out before he can launch the special 3. So, yeah, Shocker down. But, like I said, we had the invulnerability boost, so we would have been totally fine. Now, next up, we move to a Bullseye. Shout out to Rye Guy. It's rank 3 Bullseye. Now, I've fought Bullseye here before with Venom, and it wasn't really a problem. I have the invulnerability boost to do my strategy, you know, where I just push him red, bait the special 3, and that's it. But that doesn't work out here. You want to know why? Because I got absolutely screwed with RNG. You can see, start of this fight, my buffs were armor and physical resistance, which is not really what you want to start with. And I went back and counted. It takes me 19 19 hits to trigger 1 bleed. Now, this node has polka dot power gain, so you can only gain power through the node means if you have a damage over time debuff from the opponent, and then you slowly gain power. But because it took me so long to get a bleed, I don't even have a bar of power yet. We're almost a minute into this fight. I'm just not triggering bleeds. I'm so flustered at this point. Like, there's literally nothing I can do here. Like, I'm not critting. I'm not triggering bleeds. Here he catches me in the corner, so I try to hit a good dash. I managed to connect. But, like, I'm running out of invulnerability hits, and then here I just walk into that special, because, like, I'm just not focused. I'm just, like, just no crits. Just no crits, no bleeds, no nothing. Like, what was the start to that fight, dude? 19 hits for 1 bleed? Like, really? Oh, that was just the dumbest death. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what I could have done better there. There's not much. There's really not much. And then here, you know, look at the buffs we start with. Cruelty and Precision, which was real nice. If we could have started with that the first time. Look at that. A bleed within the first combo. Look at that. Didn't take 19 hits. But here at the start of this fight, I hit him when I shouldn't have. I didn't have the global up yet, so he evaded me. Took a bunch of damage. And at this point, right here, I'm like, crap. Am I about to give up 2 deaths to the same fight? At this point in time, it sure looks like it. Let's see what happens. So hit some decent intercepts. Managed to bait a heavy there without taking any block damage. Here I'm just trying to bait heavies. Not trying to take any damage. Or, you know, push him to a special 3. There, hit him while he's dashing back. Because if I bait out, you know, a special 3... just have the invulnerability boost. Here, I'm just hoping he dies. I go full combo, relic, another full combo into this. I don't even think I had any more hits in my invulnerability boost. I wasn't sure. And luckily, he just died. Oh my god, that was such a dumb fight. Such a stupid fight. Just stupid RNG on the first run. Oh, yeah, I was having such a good run this war. Like, I felt like I was just destroying, dominating every single fight. And then I get to that, and I die in that fashion. And it's just sucked. Just bummed me out. Luckily, we're winning the war at this point by, like, a couple. We were ahead by a couple deaths, and we're close to finishing, too. So, yeah, I just don't want to die anymore. So, fine, up last, we have a Quicksilver war boss, which I fought a few times before. Last season, I fought like 3 or 4 of these guys, so I was feeling very confident going into this fight. I'd say the trickiest part of this fight is just the start, just getting set up, but once got the global passive to counter evade and auto block, it's pretty easy. Just basically bait out heavies, try to bait out special 2s, block them, and yeah, that's about it. But this fight, like, I don't know what's going on, but maybe I need to rank 3 Venom. I don't really want to. I mean, it's not that I don't want to, it's just there's other champs that I really want to rank 3 first, but like rank 2 Venom was just feeling just not enough this war. Especially in that Bullseye fight. Maybe if he was rank 3 I wouldn't have died. But in this fight as well, this fight just felt like it took a long time compared to my other Quicksilver boss fights. But yeah, everything's going like okay so far. The boss node has the physical and energy resist buffs, so we're able to, you know, eat those with the special 1. Here I could have swore I dexed out of that. I don't know how that hit me. I thought I had the dex, but I guess not. And the other nice thing is, you know, there's just a permanent slow debuff on us right now. He just full comboed like 13 hits into my block. That was real nice of him. But yeah, that slow debuff on us, which is just passive willpower healing, you know, so that is nice. But yeah, that's really the main strategy. Try to knock him down with like a special 1 when he's against the wall, bait out the special 2, block pretty much all of it, just kind of dex out of the ends. And that's just kind of my method for Venom versus Quicksilver bosses with this tactic. It seems to work pretty well. Haven't died to a Quicksilver boss with Venom yet. Like I said, this is probably like my 5th or 6th boss fight with him. But this one was kind of close. You can see that was a lot of block damage. The fight where over 2 minutes in, and that was a lot of damage. And now he has a little whiplash on me as well. I'm like, bro, just die. Quicksilver, just die. Just get out of here. Go. Get out. Get out, get out, get out, die. And he does die. Thankfully. If I died again this war, man, I would have been so cheesed. That Bullseye death, I don't even know. Let me know what you guys think of that Bullseye death. Just terrible RNG. Pretty hefty war on the items, too. 12 items used. It's an expensive one. Bullseye fight didn't help that. But luckily, we won the war, and we crushed this war as an alliance. Only 4 deaths. Really proud of us. I think that's our best war performance this season. So, yeah, great job before Loki. I would have been so mad if we lost again because of me. You know, we lost one of our last wars because of a disconnect while I was at the lake. We tied, and the disconnect would have made the difference. So that really bugged me. I did not want to, cost us again. But yeah, luckily we won this war, and this puts us right back in Masters. We're in the final spot in Masters right now, which is great. Hopefully we can hold it, stay in Masters for the rest of the season. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it for this Alliance War video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If so, drop a thumbs up for that silly Bullseye death. Subscribe if you want to see more content. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.